But what has been revealed today, or yesterday, or whatever, was the Ironheart costume.
Oh wow!
From Riri Williams, and I just want to I just want to say straight from the off. Do you notice anything? Do you notice anything about these costumes? You know, so this is the comic one. This is the one we're getting in the. This is the Ironheart costume. This. So do you notice anything about the the difference? Maybe anything? You know, spot pick.
They're covering her face up.
Yeah, so there's that. Yeah. Astute observation.
The helmet is ribbed for her pleasure.
For cornrows, for the fucking cornrows. They've literally got ribs for the cornrows. Oh my god.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh my god.
Right. Not only that, they made her booster things look like a heart on purpose too. Like that's a little too on the nose.
She's literally got cornrow holders. Like I need space for my rose, man. Fucking hell.
Okay, that aside, like this really feels like not. And then this is no offense to the women in the chat, but like this looks like something that was designed by women. Because look at the heart thing there, like it goes down into the point with the blue. Like it really is overly designed. It's like, oh my gosh,
it's terrible. It's awful. So
this is not even remotely like what happens if one of those boosters gets blown out? Like if that's a target right there.
She's screwed.
Oh, she's screwed big time.
That's why Tony was smart with his design. Sorry, that's all I was trying to get.
No, it was in the hands and the feet, wasn't it? But I mean, you strike up an interesting point, right? Is the comparison, which is important to take a look at. But I mean, there it is again as well. Jesus wept. And we'll look at the VFX in slow mo because it they mess up the VFX. I'm sure Corridor Crew will be spaffing all over their screens, loving it, just like they were She-Hulk. But they mess up the VFX and the eyes start like blinking and stuff, and like parts of the helmet blink over the eyes on it. It's messed up. But it's an interesting point you raise about the comparison because, you know, to take a look at like that whole design, what it looks like, color, right? So the color matters when you're making something VFX wise. Colors matter because it's what, you know, what the backdrop, does it blend in nicely to the backdrop? Does it look too out of place? All those kind of things. So this is great. Like this works nicely, you know, like the color grading works, the VFX work, the design's good. And then you come up to this and you're like, what the fuck happened?
That looks like an animated cartoon.
It looks like Ultraman.
Yeah, like so I was going to say Power Rangers, but same thing, Ultraman kind of thing. Yeah.
I know.
And no offense to that stuff, it's its own style, but it doesn't fit in the Marvel universe.
I was going to say, I said about. Go ahead.
No, or even the Black Panther. Oh my god.
This is
that's Black Panther's cousin.
Universe. I'm so not looking forward to. I'm going to see the movie right after this, guys.
Oh, Black Panther! You're going to go see it today?
Yeah, I bought the ticket last week.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait to see what you think. It's a shame.
Black Panther. You couldn't
have seen it before coming on here.
Black Panther. Wow.
God damn.
Black Panther.
I mean, it's just awful. It's
yeah,
just awful.
This Ironheart costume, it's almost like it should be in with in like Jingle All the Way with Turbo Man or something. You know, it's cheap,
too bright, too vibrant. Doesn't line up properly. Doesn't make sense.
We're almost 15 years out from that first picture you showed us too.
Can you go back up to it real quick? It just looks like you know, the 50-foot, you know, supersized character, like you said, like the what did you call
Ultraman?
It
looks like Ultraman. Yeah, absolutely looks like Ultraman. 100%.
Oh boy.
Well, and that energy show of Iron Man is 15 years ago, and that looks more realistic, more photorealistic.
Yeah, like the VFX. We've been saying it for months, for years, about Marvel and their VFX getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. How it started, how it's going.
Exactly. And Andre said flat out that this feels like a Disney Plus series that was just crammed together into a movie. He says it even feels episodic. He said.
Well, speaking of, didn't it get greenlit for a Disney Plus show?
Yeah, well, so it hasn't. So they
Ironheart's got a show already, but yeah, I don't know about the other ones.
Yeah, no, they've been talking about doing loads of other Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Wakandan set Disney Plus series. That's what they're looking to do. It's like, why? It's not an interesting place, and the more you explore it, the less interesting it is. You know, give me. You want to do black representation, right? Which is obviously that's the focus. That's what they're trying to do, which I understand. But if you want to do that, focus on interesting characters. They're looking to put the X-Men in Marvel Universe. Give me a Storm origin series, because her origin is amazing and it's very interesting. Give me that. I don't want to see a Wakanda bloody set TV series.
Well,
that's
I actually heard
boring
that Storm
as hell.
is going to be. I actually heard Storm is going to be in it.
In what?
In the Wakanda world, like in one of the TV shows. Like she is getting connected to it.
Anyway,
I'd like the Storm origin show. That'd be dope.
Yeah, exactly. Just give me that. I'll be down for that.
I don't want anything else.
So this is amazing. This is when they actually paid their VFX workers and gave them time to, make stuff. This is Jon Favreau working on this, isn't it? Basically, this is him in charge, actually doing good work. Oh dear. Oh dear. But this is perhaps, I think the heads-up display on this, I think it is actually round the right way. I can't really tell. Is this round the right way or not? Because there was some discussion about whether the heads-up display was round the right way, but I think it is. I can't really read that. So I'm guessing this is back to front. But this implies that she's got like a 50-foot, 50-inch TV screen wrapped around her face. Look at the amount of space she's got.
Tony also had kind of a little bit of space. I'm not gonna give that too much of a.
No, I'm not having this. We got to watch that bit.
There's 100 more problems than that. Like that's where I'm at with that. Like,
yeah, true. I think. Let me try.
But no, I mean I get what you're saying. Like it is a bit out there and a bit wild and wider than what we're used to with Tony, but. I mean, even that I kind of remember being a little.
I don't know whether this will share the audio because I keep having problems sharing the audio.
We don't need to hear it.
You hear that or not?
No.
Right, that's fine. Well, let's. I want you to see.
Let's go. I'm like,
yeah, no, I can't listen to that bit anyway.
Let's go.
I know it's so frustrating. It makes it like I tweeted about it earlier. I was like, it makes me want to gouge my eyes out with spoons. I hate it so much. Look at this. Look how much she's wiggling her face around.
Wiggling.
Ah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna.
I hate it so much.
Namor ass. We're gonna kill some Mexicans. Oh, did I say that?
That's right. You're Latinx. You can say it.
Thank you.
Well, it already got spoiled for Paulie anyway. What happens at the end?
So much got spoiled already.
That's fine.
I'm not looking forward to that.
But look as it comes down, right? Look at the suit as it comes down. Look,
it's ultra.
What's happening? Look at the effects. Look at it. It's all like scrunched up.
Yeah, something just wobbled there.
Yeah, like it drifts up into itself.
Yeah. I really actually hope I like this just because people I trust hate it so much.
Look at this shit.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
You know what I mean?
For the cornrows. Let's go, cornrows. God, look at it.
It's not our place to say shit about that. We can't say shit about it, but
I can.
Well, you just don't give a shit. That's why.
I don't give it. I don't care. People have been
canceled if I look at somebody the wrong way. So,
mate, honestly, people are like, "Oh, you just hate black people," and I'm just like, "Yeah, sure, whatever you say." Now I don't care. Like, whatever. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Anyone with half a brain knows that's not the case. But yeah, if you think so, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, I'm done. I don't care.
Man.
So yeah, I thought this would be a good starting point for our show, basically, to laugh at Riri Williams and her cornrows. Yeah, because I mean they're not even remotely the same. Like even the comic book version versus what they put in
Well, I forgot to
the
ask.
movie. Like,
I think Andre implied they did change her background a little bit because in the comics, she literally up and steals. Well, she up and steals Tony's tech, right?
Right.
But Andre said they pretty much present her as she's smarter than him already. So like she just figures it all out on her own. And I'm like, you know, what's sad
so she makes her own arc reactor, does she?
Yeah, basically. That's what Andre said. And yeah, so she's already smarter than Tony, basically. So it's like,
I hate it.
But I heard the comics similar in that sense. Like I rewrote the character and made it infinitely more relatable. But anyway,
strong, intelligent, whamming character. Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
And you could have even had a Robert Downey Jr. flashback built in, and it would have made the audience bawl.
Oh, you can't have that.
You so she's literally made her an arc reactor here, then, hasn't she?
Right, because she learns from Tony in the comics, and then steals instead. So they have an interesting relationship in the
yeah, she's a thief.
Oh, I fixed it though. It's real easy. All you got to do is, you know how Robert Downey Jr.'s always been seen giving out like prosthetic arms and stuff like that to kids for real in real world. You just have Tony doing that. Tony doing that in a flashback with kids, and this little girl comes up, tugs on his shirt, and goes, Mr. Stark, my heart's not working right. Do you have a heart in your bag for me? And that just crushes Tony, right? So he spends the next month building this girl a heart that is basically run on the same technology as his arc reactor. Then you flash to now, after he's dead, and she hears about it, and all of a sudden she gets this big box, and inside is this uniform, and she opens it up, and it says, "You are my Ironheart, Tony."
Yeah, I like that. And that Tom
fixed it.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Tom has better ideas than Marvel. #facts.
I like that.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, and just with what Tom said, it's problematic because it's a white man.
That's white savior. You can't do that.
Problem solving for
that's a white savior, white knighting.
Well, you also put in there that he helped send her to school, so she has all the background to understand all this tech and all that kind of stuff. So like she became like a engineer herself or something. Like, you set all that up. And
it's been established in his movies that he's been philanthropic where he didn't care before about it to where he does care about that stuff.
And we get to see a little bit more of what Tony did besides, to try and make things right.
Yeah, I like it. I like that.
Make it in like a war impoverished area, Africa or something like that, where he's like literally giving arms and legs to kids who have lost them from landmines and shit, and stuff like that.
Yeah, his own weapons, right? Remember, because he was
Riri's from
exactly,
the States, Riri's characters from the States, which ribbed for her pleasure is from the States, and I think she's in Harvard or MIT at the time, and then they go and visit her right at her dorm.
Yeah, I've seen that clip.
That clip is so bad.
They could something else I just thought of that they could have done is remember in I believe it was Endgame where Tony was like MIT or whatever and was like, all right, all your projects have all been funded, and she's one of those people that he funded for this, and she took that money and he was like an inspiration or whatever, and
but now they've just turned her into she's better. It doesn't matter. He's whatever. So
yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.